Hey, it's Brian with Raising Ronies. Here in another cold, wet day in South Mississippi. It's been raining now for a couple of days. We got a little bit of work to do today. I got the generator loaded up. We're going to go over to one of our rental units that needs a little bit of maintenance done to it before we can move somebody else into it. Amy and 5 of the children are going to the church to clean the church today. She usually tries to clean the church on Saturdays. So we had two people move out of some rental units at the end of January. So we're trying to get 2 rental units ready to go for somebody else to rent and move into. Amy and her sister had got one of them ready yesterday. We just got a few little things to go doing it, but there's a little bit of paint to do in the one, and we've got to put down some contact paper. And we've got to try to fix some walls where somebody had some of those light strips stuck around the walls, and whenever I had to remove it, it pulled some of the wallpaper down. So we're going to try to find some paint or something just to kind of fix them little spots. It's going to be hard to do, but we're going to take this generator over there because I got 2 of the children with me. Oh yeah, and I need to go back inside and get a heater so they can have heat because there's no power at that unit. I didn't turn the power back on at it just because there's not a lot that needs to be done, and it'll save a little bit of money not turning the power back on. So we'll got the generator loaded up on the trailer and we'll go and use it. So let me run back inside, grab a space heater, and I'll pick y'all back up when we get over to the rental unit. All right, we're back. We're over here. We've got the heater set up in the rental unit. Samuel and Grace is warming by the heater. And I got some silicone. Samuel's home. We got to get it warmed up. I've got a little bit of silicone to do in this unit. We've got some spots in the floor that's coming apart. Try to seal back off. I don't know if you can see it or not. You can kind of see it right there. The way that floor is separated. I got some gray silicone I'm going to put in it just to keep the trash and the dirt from getting down in it whenever the new tenant moves in and having to clean out, because I don't know why it's separating like that. Whoever put it down just didn't do it right, apparently. But yeah, I got a little bit of painting to do over here. See if I can show you in this window frame. This window frame, it's not much. It's got to be painted. And then on this wall right here, we're going to try to put a border around the lower part of this wall. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Right in here, it's got some bad spots. And rather than stripping this whole wall down and repainting the whole wall, we're going to try to just put a border up down here to cover these bad spots. And I've got some glue. I'm going to try to glue this back together just to get it ready for somebody else to move in. I got a few things left to get ready. Let me get those going, and we'll catch up with y'all later. Did you get all of it?
Yes, paint this right there.
Is it ready for paint?
Yes,
It's broke. All right, let's paint it. All right, I got the window sill touched up. It's not perfect, but it'll get us by. Eventually, we probably have to come through here and reseal all these windows out and retrim them all out. But Amy's here now. She picked up Samuel and Grace. It was over there by the heater. They have left the heater, and Amy's going to take them home to eat. So they're loaded up in the van.
So we're going to go feed the 7 children, get them settled. Babies need a nap. And then I'm going to head to town and pick up the items that we need to finish out. The trim, the shower curtain liners, pan liners, and the stove and all that kind of stuff. So that way when we get through, this mobile home will be finished and ready for a new tenant.
All right, so as we showed you, we got that window frame painted, the window sill painted, the one right there. Now we're gonna go back here to the front bedroom and try to fix some spots that are torn off of the wallpaper. You can see it up above my head, and right here, the tenant had those LED, those light strips all the way around the top of the room and then coming down the wall. And when you go to pull them off, it takes the wallpaper with it. So just a little word of advice, do not stick anything to the walls, tape, paper, or anything. It pulls the paper off the walls, or even it'll even pull the paint off the walls if you stick something to the walls. So I've got some paint here. I'm not sure if it'll match. It's gonna be close, but it's gonna make it look better than a brown spot. So I'm gonna try to put a little paint on it and we'll see what happens. All right guys, I got the spots painted, well touched up. I mean, you can see the spot right there, one of the spots, and then right over there, and then back over here. It's not perfect. I could have gone and took a sample of the wallpaper and probably went to a supply store and got a paint that matched it a lot closer, but that's what I had. It saved me some money not having to go, and the main thing is it saved me time. That is the main thing I do not have, is a lot of extra time to go do stuff. So I used what I had. It'll get us by through another tenant. Eventually we'll have to come through and repaint the whole walls, because I'm sure another tenant will move in and they'll stick something to the walls and tear more of the wallpaper off. So it'll have to be done again after the next tenant moves out. So that's what I did. I believe it'll get us by for another tenant, but when Amy gets back from town, we'll see what she thinks, and she may make me do something different, but I like it. I don't think it's gonna stop. I came around here to wash out my paint brushes and noticed that we had a dripping water faucet. So before we rent it out again, we need to change out this water faucet so we won't be using too much water. Now these are the spots where the floors are separating, and this is a brand new floor. It was just put in probably a year and a half ago. I don't know why it would do that. It's because there's no other spots. It's not bowing anywhere like where it's there's actually several spots in the floor that's doing it. But looking at the whole floor, I mean, there's nowhere else it's doing it. It's not like it's bowing up. It's like the floor had just shrank or something. Because I know after the guy put it in, it's a contractor we use for all our repairs like this. I know it wasn't like that after he first finished it. But anyway, I've got some silicone. You can't see it, but anyway, it's light gray. And I'm going to add it to those spots just to keep the dirt out. It's not going to do anything more than just to keeping the dirt out of it. I'll get with my contractor and see what he thinks we need to do to fix it the right way. All right, I got the spots in the floor silicone. There was a few spots that were noticeable. The silicone I picked out was a light gray. There really wasn't a lot of options. The hardware store I went to didn't really have a lot of different colors that I could choose from, and I knew a gray was in the flooring. It blends in with the flooring, but it's very noticeable. I wish it was not like that. I wish the flooring would have just stayed together. I don't know if it was the person that put the floor down for us' fault, or if it's the quality of the flooring that we bought. Maybe we bought a cheaper grade of flooring. I don't remember. It's been a year and a half ago since this flooring was put down. But anyway, this is where we're at, and this is what we got right now. I believe it'll get us by through another 10. At least the silicone in there will keep the trash out and keep them from having to clean crevices out of there. I'll get with the flooring installer, and see what he thinks we need to do about it. Might get him over here to fix it, or I'm sure to tell you it'll be a job to pull this back up and make it go back together, because there's really no slack in the floor anywhere where I could just put it back together with, you know, all the way to the wall. There's no other spots that just has that in them. So anyway, we'll deal with what we got for now. Like I said, I got some silicone in them. It's still drying. So we got that. Now we'll move on in there to the kitchen and take care of that wall. Well, it's Saturday afternoon. We never did get through with the rental unit over there we were working on earlier. Amy and Faith and Christopher had gone to town to get some more supplies, but of course, while they were there with such a large family, there's always something else we needed. So they spent a little more time in town getting supplies than what we had expected. So, and of course, you've seen in some of Amy's previous videos where she has to rock the babies to sleep. I'm sorry, I had the phone turned around. She has to rock the babies to sleep in the chair. So that's where I've been all afternoon while she's been gone. Her and the two other ones have been gone to get supplies. I have been in the chair with the babies asleep. So now we're outside. We're fixing to go over to the rental unit and get the generator in the trailer so we don't leave it there all weekend. All we got left in there is that little piece in the kitchen, and I got to figure out some way to get that Formica glued back down, or either just leave it like it is for this tenant, and then when this tenant moves out, we may have to go in there and just redo the whole kitchen countertops. But anyway, the children are out here. It's been raining all day, so they're actually enjoying the lean-to we built on the back of here. It's a 36 by 36, and they're actually been out here enjoying it. It's somewhere they can get out of the rain and play. Gonna dry it off. Why don't we go over there and get our generator before it gets dark, and then when we come back, we'll dry it off and turn all these lights on, and then we'll ride it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. All right, there's the generator, and I could very easily just call the power company and get the power turned back on, but there's so little work that needs to be done in here. I'm not sure that we're really going to need the power. Or I could get with one of the neighbors and run a stitchy cord over there. But I just bought this generator this year, so I want to try it out. Have any trouble with it, that way I'll know I need to send it back for a warranty. I'll get something done with it. So, but anyway, I'll put it on this trailer. It's a little tilt trailer. We'll get it loaded back up on the trailer and get it hauled back over to the house. Y'all gonna help me?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
How do we help?
You gonna film, Grace? You film. Let's put the trailer back on here.
You watch Georgie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? Yes.
All right.
Yes, it is. Look, and
Yeah.
then.
Watch out. Don't. All right.
You got your hand. Feel like cold.
Where are you going? Where are you going, cutie pie? You gonna fall? You gonna try? You gonna fall? All right, so that's gonna be it for this video. Amy's always got her hands tied up with the children, trying to do videos, and then what little bit of editing she gets to do. So I think from now on, I may try to start helping her with some videos. My phone isn't a very good phone, but I'm actually waiting on my video camera to get back. It had actually gotten into an accident, and I sent it in to get repaired. And when they shipped it back to me, they lost it. Now I'm waiting on them to ship me another one. So as soon as we get our video camera back, the quality should be a lot better. And that's all for this video, and we'll catch y'all on the next video.